Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. Once again, it's time for some legendary crafting, and today I will be doing Gauss Pistols. I realized that it's been over a year since the last time I tried one, and in that time, or since that time rather, I have seen quite a few comments from people who say it's their favorite gun, and so it had me wondering what I'm missing out on. So I decided to try and craft a good one so I can test. One of the things that has changed since the last time I tried one is that the science perks actually buff the damage. That was not a thing the last time I tried the gun. Now, the Gauss Pistol is a plan that you buy with gold bullion, and because of that, the way you craft it is a little different than a lot of the other weapons. Number one, it doesn't take legendary cores when you craft one. It just takes a couple of legendary modules and then all the associated materials for crafting the gun. Another thing that's different is you are not guaranteed a certain number of stars. It will be anywhere from a 1 to a 3-star weapon. You just have no way to know until after you craft it. And the third thing is that when you craft it, you will not get a pop-up saying what it is that you got. You'll just, you'll craft it and it'll just be added to your inventory. So because of that, what I'll do is I will craft 25 of them and then we'll go through the ones I got after I craft them. So if I counted correctly, I do now have 25 of them. So this is the first one that I see in the list. It is Aristocrats. Unfortunately, it is just 1 star. That is the downside of crafting these, is sometimes that'll happen. So yeah, it's off to a good start and then it never goes anywhere. So I do like Aristocrats though. It is one of my favorite effects, an extra 50% damage, because this character is almost always over 29,000 in caps, but no more effects means I'm not interested. Next up, we have this bloodied Gauss pistol with bash damage and no 3rd star. So right out of the gate, no 3 stars yet, but this character is full health, so bloodied really isn't that useful. And this is not really a gun I'm looking to bash with, so this wouldn't be something I want anyway. Next up, we've got a Junkie's Gauss Pistol with VATS hit chance and faster movement speed while aiming. We got our first 3-star. That 3rd star, though, not useful at all. VATS hit chance, what I remember about these weapons is they were kind of buggy in VATS. And with weapons like that, VATS hit chance can really make a huge difference. So that is really the preferred 2nd star for me on this. But Junkies, yeah, I don't have addiction, so this is probably a no-go for me. Now we have a bloodied Gauss pistol with weapon speed and damage resist while aiming. The 3rd star is not useful. Weapon speed, I don't know. I don't know that this, because it is kind of a charging weapon. You can spam them, at least with the Gauss. With the Gauss shotgun, Gauss rifle, you can actually spam them and can actually get decent damage. I don't remember that being the case with this weapon, but maybe I'm remembering incorrectly. So I don't know about weapon speed. Bloodied, again, not that useful for me, and these are not tradable. So I do have a low health character, but I can't move these plans over to anything else. Or move these guns over, rather. Now we have Instigating with replenish AP with each kill and 90% reduced weight. These aren't particularly heavy, so reduced weight isn't something I'm looking for. Replenished AP with each kill. They do have a fairly high AP cost, so that could be a good effect. And Instigating, these are explosive and you can have area of effect damage, or, you know, you can hit nearby enemies. So Instigate, I don't know that that's the best option, but it could be something to try. Next up we have, Nocturnal with bash damage and +1 agility. Bonus damage half the time is just something that never interests me. Bash damage, don't want that, and I'm not looking to get extra specials on my ranged weapons. Next up, we've got Troubleshooters with limb damage and reduced AP cost. You know, they do have a high AP cost, so that 3rd star is pretty good. Enemy specific, I'm not interested in that. And limb damage, yeah, these do really high damage. So I'm really looking to kill stuff with 1 shot. I'm not looking to cripple enemies. Juggernauts, extra damage, so it's a mid-tier effect, 25% extra damage. Unfortunately, that's it, just 1 star, so we are moving on. Oh, we're trying again with the Juggernauts. This time we've got a 2-star, and the 2nd star is critical damage, so that's actually good as well. I do like critical damage. Juggernauts, not a top tier effect, but still an extra 25% is good. I would like to see a 3rd star though. Let's see, we've got another Nocturnal with limb damage and +1 perception. Okay, damage half the time, not interested. Limb damage, not interested on this weapon. It can be a good effect, but on this weapon, that's not what I'm looking for. And +1 perception, yeah, in theory, it could help with your VATS accuracy, but +1 isn't all that much. Now we have, this is my favorite one so far. This could be the winner. I would like a 3rd star, but still, we have Aristocrats, which is going to give me 50% more damage, and VATS hit chance, which should help with the bugginess that we see. I wish there was a 3rd star, but that's okay. Just 2 stars. Okay, just 2 stars so far. This is probably my favorite one so far. And next up, we have Berserkers with VATS hit chance and weapon break slower. I have not used these enough to know how quickly they break, so I don't know if that 3rd star is good or not. I do like VATS hit chance, but Berserkers, yeah, I do wear armor, and I do have resistance, so Berserkers isn't going to be useful to me. Now we have anti-armor and nothing else. Anti-armor is one of my favorite effects, but yeah, no second or third star makes this destined for the script ban. And now we have assassins. It's also a 1 star, and it's not even a star that I like, so we are moving on. Okay, now this one's kind of interesting. All right, yeah, we've got a 2-shot Gauss pistol with extra critical damage and faster reload speed. 2-shot is gonna hurt the accuracy, so I'm really hesitant. I will probably try this out just to see how it goes, but I remember these as being particularly difficult and VATS kind of buggy. I don't think 2-shot is going to help that all that much. Extra critical damage is good. Reload speed is fine. These don't reload super slowly, and they have I mean, 18 is a pretty good capacity for a semi-automatic weapon. So, I mean, reload speed's decent. So this is an interesting combination of effects. It's probably not going to be one I'll want, but I am going to try it just to see how it goes. Now we have Nocturno with VATS hit chance and damage resist while reloading. Typically, any kind of extra damage resist while doing anything on a weapon, it's just not what I want. I'm looking... For my defense, that's what my armor does. I don't need my weapons to do it for me, so I don't like that 3rd star at all. VATS hit chance, I do like that. Damage at night, it's only half the time, so I'm not really interested. Now we have a Junkie's Gauss pistol. I don't have addictions, and this doesn't have any more stars, so we are moving on. Now we have a Zealot's Gauss pistol, damage while aiming and reduced weight. Zealots is enemy specific, so I don't want that. Damage while aiming is not helpful because I use it in VATS, and 90% reduced weight, they're not that heavy. So next, Nocturnal. Looks like it's just a Nocturnal kind of day, which doesn't really make any kind of sense, but it is what it is. I don't want Nocturnal. Extra damage some of the time, and damage while aiming doesn't help me while I'm in VATS, so next. Now we've got an Aristocrats with weapon speed and reduced weight. So this is essentially a 2-star for me. 90% reduced weight is just not something I need on a pistol. So I do like Aristocrats. Weapon speed, I don't really know if that's going to be beneficial, but I already have that one that has VATS hit chance. So even though the other Aristocrats is 2-star, I like it better than this. Next, we've got another 2-shot, but this one is way worse than the other one. We have bash damage and chance to become invisible. I don't want that 3rd star ever. Bash damage, I'm looking to kill stuff, not bash them. So yeah, next. Now we have Medic's Gauss Pistol with extra critical damage and chance to become invisible. Okay, I don't like that 3rd star. Critical damage, I do like. The Medic's effect, I actually do have a Medic's automatic pistol. It's an Enclave automatic pistol, and I could say I don't like Medics at all. I like vampires. If this was vampires, maybe, but Medics, I just don't find that really useful pretty much ever. So this is not one I want. Furious Gauss Pistol. This is a very slow firing weapon, and Furious is better on weapons that have a rapid fire rate, something like that. Plus this has splash damage because it is explosive, and when you have that, it can reset the Furious effect every time another enemy takes any kind of damage. So also this is just a 1-star, so this is not one I'm gonna keep. Okay, here we go. Worst combination in the game. Quad Gauss Pistol with last round and +1 perception. Okay. Quadruple ammo capacity, I don't really want that on this. I'd rather have just more damage. I mean, it has a 18 capacity, which is fine. That's plenty for me. So I don't really want quad. I want something that does extra damage. And I think last round is stupid anyway. I just don't like it as an effect. And having it with quad is that just makes it even worse. And then I'm getting an extra special on my ranged weapon, which I don't want either. Ghoul Slayers with damage while aiming and damage resist while aiming. Okay, so this has 3 stars that I don't like. Okay, well that's all 25 of them if I counted correctly. So this one is going to be the winner, I think, for me. Even though it's only 2 stars, it is 2-star. I mean, those are the 2 stars that I wanted. So, I mean, a 3rd star would have been nice, something like either faster reload or reduced AP costs, but that's okay. This is good enough for me to test it. So that's what I'll be doing, and probably have a video on that as well. So I actually felt like I got lucky for a change. I was looking for an Aristocrats or anti-armor, one of those two, with VATS hit chance, and the 3rd star didn't really matter all that much. So I got what I was looking for a change, which is really nice. So it's kind of nice to come away with one of these crafting sessions with actually something that I like. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit one of the buttons, and I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you very much.